Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shelly. I am teaching a second, third grade combo class this year in Northern California. And I just want to say I'm sorry. The last time I picked up the camera was during classroom setup and I was like, I'm going to film a tour. And then school started and we're in week 5 and I have not picked up the camera. But that's what today is for. I am going to take you around a day in the life now that we are a little bit settled and catch you up to speed. I have so much to share with you. Let's jump in. I guess I'll just start with like a quick pan of the room. I had to split yesterday and didn't clean up a thing. So here's like a real live look of the mess that is running out of the door right after a day. So we will definitely address that this morning. Okay, first and foremost, happy Friday. Before we jump into the chaos that is a second and third grade combo class, I just want to take a second to thank Think Academy for sponsoring this portion of the video. It isn't very often that I find an educational program that I super align with both as an educator and as a parent, so I'm really excited to share it with you. So Think Academy is either an online or an in-person math program that covers a variety of math abilities, but their main goal is to engage and challenge students' math abilities and beyond. So I want to give you a quick glimpse into one of their online classes that I was able to take. So as you can see, Think Academy provides enjoyable, challenging math instruction through game-based and scenario-based teaching. I was really fortunate to sit in this class, and I was actually blown away by how motivated these students were to engage with the activities and really push themselves beyond their current abilities. I think the aspect of Think Academy that I was most excited about, that I really aligned with, was their dedication to teach the whole child, because that is something that I try and emulate in my classroom on a day-to-day basis. So they found a way to combine cutting-edge technology with challenging and engaging content to really spark kids' expression, creativity, and critical thinking, those 21st century skills that are so much more important than just math. So if any of this speaks to you like it spoke to me and you want to try this for your students or for your child, they're offering a trial class. You can check the link down below to see for yourself how they engage and make learning fun and effective. Before I back up and kind of catch you up to speed, I really need to get this classroom dialed for the day because that's the most important thing. So let me do that really quickly, and then I will fill you in on how the year has gone and kind of talk about how a Friday looks in our classroom. Okay, so let's chat about how the year has been. For my brand new friends, I have a whole video explaining why I'm teaching a 2-3 combo, how I'm teaching the 2-3 combo, and all of that I will link somewhere up here. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, watch that first and then come back. To be honest, I am loving it. I did not think that I would say that. And I know partially it's because the kids that I have in this class were handpicked and they're very independent. So when I am teaching the other grade, they're pretty solid, which is so crazy to have a class full of kids that are pretty much at grade level and independent. So it's making my job of actually teaching so much easier. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I've combined writing that I will show you here in a little bit, and I'm actually loving it. It's my goal for the year to be a better writing teacher because it's the thing that I feel like I'm probably one of the weakest in. So that's been going really well, which is very encouraging. I'm still teaching math separately, and I'm still waiting for a full-time aide. I don't have an aide yet, but I do have a lovely mother who's a credentialed teacher that comes on Mondays and Fridays when I teach science to 1 grade level, and she takes the other group, so I plan something for her to do. It's definitely more work because it's more planning, but I'm the most organized I've ever been. You kind of have to be. I've also let myself stay until 4 o'clock every day, which normally I'm like, I have to get home, and it was a disservice. Just staying that extra 30 minutes to clean up and get a little bit ready for the day has made my life so much easier. The biggest change this year, though, for me personally, is that my oldest son is in TK here. which is so amazing. He's struggling a little bit, but that's okay. He's only 4. Anyway, it's interesting because, like, right now I have to go drop him off at TK. My husband's going to drop him off. So I have to go do that in the morning, and then I have to run over to our after-school care to pick him up, and then he hangs out here in the classroom with me. It's just a little bit tricky. So it's just another element that's adding to my year. But overall, we're plugging along. I finally feel like I'm in a groove. I am excited to be at work, which I haven't felt in a really long time. I'm generally just really loving this year. So that's my little reflection. Now let me show you what we're going to do today. All right, so this is a pretty typical Friday for us. We always start our day with a morning meeting. For math, I will teach 2nd grade first and then 3rd grade after that. The other group will be working on math facts or something on their computers. After recess, we do a spelling test. I do 2 separate spelling tests at the same time for the grade levels. For centers today, I will show you what that looks like a little bit later. Fridays, I've been doing my class meeting before lunch where we do problem solving, compliments, the social emotional stuff. I usually have a read aloud. That, to be honest, I haven't picked out for today. Then they have PE. I'm reading Flat Stanley. We're doing a project there. Today I'm teaching 3rd grade science. So 2nd grade will be with that mom I was just speaking of. Star student at the end of the day, and then we go home. So because I have to go meet my husband to drop off our son, I'm just going to pull out all the copies that I made for today, spelling tests, things like that. And then I will probably check in with you at recess to just kind of fill you in on how our day has gone. It feels really good to be vlogging. I'm not going to lie. Okay, the kids are at recess. Math went well. It's my favorite thing to teach. When they come in, they're going to take their spelling test. This is what the room looks like. I have them set up before they leave so we can start right away. I will try and film myself administering the spelling test because they're very different than a traditional spelling test. I've talked a little bit about how our site has really adopted the science of reading. Because of that, we adopted a new phonics program called Sadlier, which I love. And instead of doing a traditional spelling test, what we do are dictation sentences. So I actually just created the actual spelling test template. There are 4 sentences for each grade level. I'll show you what those look like. Sorry if I'm making you nauseous. So there are 4 sentences. So that's 2nd grade and 3rd grade is on these 4. And what I love about it is the 4 sentences have words that match their pattern for the week, but they also have spiraled words from previous weeks. So it's a really good way to assess what they've remembered, and it assesses capitals, punctuations, finger spacing, handwriting, everything. It's such a good snapshot every single week on their progress. And I love it for data and conferences. It's just great. So I will never, ever go back to a traditional spelling test. After their spelling test, they do their fact fluency test, which this is actually the first week we've started fact fluency. I will show you what I do really quickly, and I will link this packet that I got on TPT down below for you because I love it. It has quizzes for all the fact families. This pack comes with so much more than just this. This is just what I use. It also comes with flashcards that I send home. I send them the whole packet home. That way I don't have to manage what they've passed and what they haven't, and I love it. Today everyone's on 0 because that's what we're starting. Everybody should pass. Okay, I have about 10 more minutes. I need to eat and go to the bathroom and do copies and the things that us teachers have to do in like 2 minutes. So I will try and film some of myself giving the spelling test, and then we'll chat about centers and how that looks on Friday in my room. If you get stuck, tab out the sounds. Here we go. 2nd grade, 3rd grade, you wait patiently. Number 1. Okay, the little bug landed on the twig. 3rd grade, here's your first sentence so you can start. The stars light up the night sky. Your pattern was long I. The stars light up the night sky. Night sky is not a compound word. Those are 2 separate words. Remember, you're rereading what you write, and you're checking capital letters, finger spaces, punctuation, and make sure you get every word that I say. Are you ready? The little... That is the best snack. That, 2nd grade. 2nd grade. That is the best snack. 3rd grade, your second sentence is, the kind child smiled at me. We practiced kind and child and smiled yesterday when we were doing our orthographic mapping. There's that big word. The kind child smiled at me. She likes to eat apple pie. 3rd grade, that's you.
Are you okay?
Shh, people are still working. Oh yeah, I should turn that off. Okay, the kids are at lunch. So we did the spelling test like you just saw, and then they did their fact fluency test, and then we did centers. I do these centers on Fridays. I'll have to flip it around in a minute. It's essentially 3 20-minute centers, so it's about an hour. One center is always book shopping and reading to self. One center is always a must-do may-do. This is where they get to finish things that they didn't get to finish during the week. And if they did get to finish things and they have that 20-minute of choice time, it's a motivator to get things done throughout the week. And then one center is always with me. The me center always changes. I love it because it's like a 20-minute flex time where, like today we did a little art project. I was like, we haven't had enough art. So I pulled a little art project. Sometimes it's a reteach of something. Sometimes it's, I don't even know, setting up our writing notebook for the next week. It's a million different things. So today we did a really fun art project, and it's so easy. It's basically just a bunch of grid paper. You can use any paper you want. It looks like this. And then we traced a leaf. And then I taught them about warm colors and cool colors. And then they had to either pick cool or warm for the inside and then the opposite on the outside. So really simple, but they loved it and it's educational. So that was centers. During this chunk of time, I have prep. I have lunch and then prep back to back, which is great. This is when I need to make my newsletter that goes home every Friday for the binders. I need to craft my parent email that I send home every Friday. I need to grade spelling tests and pass papers back because at the end of the day, they put everything in their binder. And then I also need to take a look at the 3rd grade science lesson because I don't remember what it is. And I need to make sure I have everything ready for that. While 3rd grade is in with me at science, the mom that I spoke of is going to take the 2nd grade out and they're just going to keep working on their leaf art because they are not going to finish today and they need more time to do it. And they really need help slowing down and just practicing coloring so she can help them with that, which is great. I'm going to stop talking. I have work to do and we can touch base later in the day. Okay, quick check-in because it's their last recess. I am exhausted. My voice is slowly drifting away. The last thing we have is our STAR students. So I have a STAR student every week, and on Friday they get to bring some special sharing. It's very mysterious what this one brought. Just let me show you. She brought a box that's taped, and it says, this side up, top secret. So I'll have to keep you posted on what she brought to share. I'm a little bit nervous. And they also have like a little poster that they share. And then if we have time at the end of the day, we play a game called Silent Dynamite, which basically the kids just sit on their desk and throw a ball around. And if they talk, they're out. And then we're done. So I will definitely check in with you at the end of the day to kind of show you how I wrap things up for the week to get ready for Monday. And then that'll be the end of this vlog. So I will see you at the end of the day. Okay, so the day's officially over. This is what the end of my days typically look like. Because it's Friday, the last thing I like to do is just like a full reset. So when I walk in on Monday, the only thing I have to do is teach. So I make a huge pile of my mess that I made on my back table. I clean it. I go through my bins. I change my schedule. I erase points and all that stuff right now. I'm going to quickly do that. And then I'm going to get out of here. Just like that, my camera died. So this very last clip will be on my iPhone and that's fine. I have to get out of here. If you enjoyed these vlog style videos, please give this a thumbs up. If there's anything specific that you'd like to see in these vlogs, let me know down below. I love you guys so much and I will see you in the next video. Bye.